and so she can't have any flour in anything, otherwise she gets like really bad stomach ache, and it's just really bad. Whenever I bake things, she can't really have anything if it has flour in it, so then she kind of gets left out on everything, so then she can't really have anything, which kind of sucks. When my brother was younger, he used to call monster cookies bean cookies because he thought the M&ms were beans. So if I say bean cookies, that means they're M&m cookies, so don't get those two mixed up because we don't want to put actual beans in cookies. That'd be disgusting. But so today we're going to be making gluten-free peanut butter bean cookies, also known as monster cookies. And so we're going to be making that, and if you can't have any peanuts, you can take the peanuts out, or if you don't like peanut butter, you can also take the peanut butter out. But I love peanut butter, not allergic, so I'm gonna put it in. And nobody in my family member is allergic, so yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna put all the ingredients together and get to it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to set your oven to 350 Fahrenheit. And when you put the cookies in, you're gonna put them in for 10 minutes. So what you're gonna need for this recipe is half a cup of butter, 1 1/4 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 1/2 cups of peanut butter. Again, this is optional. 2 teaspoons of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, 4 1/2 cups of oatmeal, chocolate chips, and 1 cup of M&ms. They can be mini M&ms or they can be regular size M&ms. It doesn't really matter. We'll also need a very large mixing bowl, cooking spray, and I'm gonna use 2 cookie sheets because I know it's gonna make more than 12 cookies. And you also will need a stand mixer, or you can use a hand mixer, but I love using a stand mixer. It's just so much fun. And you also need, this turny thing. Make sure it's this kind because you don't want to use the bread one or whatever one there is. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our sugar and our butter into our bowl and cream those together until smooth. Next, we're gonna put in all the rest of our ingredients. I would suggest not putting the M&ms and the chocolate chips in first because that's not really how recipes usually do it. But I don't think it matters for the rest of the things, for putting it all in. You just gotta put all the rest of it in the bowl. Alright, so I'm gonna put the peanut butter in first because it's a butter and I just like putting all the butters in first after the sugar and stuff. So I'm gonna do that using a spatula because then you can get all of the peanut butter out. Otherwise, you're wasting a lot of peanut butter because lots of it sticks to the side of the bowl or whatever you're using. I love peanut butter, it's just so yummy. Next, I'm gonna add in our brown sugar. I'm just gonna mix those together. Just to, you can just slowly mix them in. I would do like 2 things in the mix. So yeah. Next, I'm gonna add in my baking soda and my salt. It smells delicious. You can already smell the peanut butter in there. Oh, peanut butter makes everything better. Sorry for those of you who can't have peanut butter. Alright, I'm gonna add in my eggs. It does not matter how you put these in. I'm just doing an order that I prefer best, I guess. If you want to do the same order, you can, but I'm gonna do it this way. There we go. Eggs, and I'm gonna put in my vanilla extract. Mix those together. Oh, it's all slimy now. You just want to push down the sides so then you get all the ingredients. Otherwise, sometimes not everything mixes in and goes onto the sides and then you don't get everything. Ugh, horrible. Next, I'm gonna put in the oatmeal. Lots and lots of oatmeal. Oh my gosh. I can't get it all in the bowl. Oops. I'll just mix that together. You don't want to go too fast on this one because the oatmeal will fall out. Smells delicious. Yum, yum, yum. Last but not least, we're gonna put in our chocolate chips and our mini M&ms. You can also do, you know, bigger ones, but I like mini because they're just so cute. Now this is the part where it gets delicious. Yum, yum, yum. Just gonna pull down the sides again. So I get every single little ingredient. It all counts. Down there, you stupid peanut butter. This looks delish. Alright, this looks about ready. Yeah, you fall down there. Comment down below if you love eating cookie dough. But the only problem is that if you eat too much of it, then you could get food poisoning from the raw egg. So I suggest not eating too much of it, but you can still eat it. There are recipes out there where you can just make like a cookie dough that's edible that probably doesn't have any eggs or anything. You can find those recipes on YouTube or online, on the internet, where there are cookie dough recipes where there's no eggs in them, but they still taste amazing. So yeah, I suggest doing that. Next, what you want to do, you want to take your cooking spray, spray very little amount on top. You don't need a lot. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your cookie scooper, or you can use a tablespoon and just, you know, plop it on there. But I'm gonna use my fancy cookie scooper. I love this thing. This is like scoop. And you're gonna make 3 rows this way and 4 ways that way. Alright, now that we got that, we're gonna use a spoon. We're gonna flatten them down so they turn out very nice. Stick into my spoon. Could you? That spoon. And shape them a little bit so when they come out of the oven, they will turn out in little round circles. There we are. Now you're gonna put your cookies in the oven for 10 minutes, and you cannot overbake them, so keep an eye on them. While it's baking in the oven, you can start on your next batch of cookies. So just make sure you have another, you know, baking sheet. So you can just put them on your pans and you can work on those, and then when you pull them out of the oven, you can just put one leg back in. So yeah, you'll know your cookies are ready when they're brown around the edges, and they'll get quite big, but make sure to keep some space in between the cookies so they don't touch. And if they do, you can just take a spatula and just, you know, cut them with it, and then just take it off the pan, and then they won't stick together again. So yeah. Alright, mine were done a little bit early, about a minute early, but I'm going to take them out now because they are brown around the edges. So I'm going to do that, take them out, set them to cool for a little bit, and then after that you can put them in a little container with a lid on, because if there isn't a lid on, then bacteria can get on it, and you don't really want that to happen. So yeah, I'm just going to let them cool, and then I'm going to put in my next batch of cookies. This was a great recipe. I love this recipe and they taste so good. You don't really use a gluten-free flour, you just use oatmeal, and oatmeal doesn't have flour in it, it has oats. There's a difference. So this recipe was really fun and it tastes amazing, and that's the benefit about this recipe, is that it's gluten-free, and whoever is gluten-free can have this recipe, and it's just really nice. I really hope you like it, and I hope to catch you guys next time watching our video next week. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!